The Joplin School Board debates the district's COVID plan following a letter from Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt. KOAM's Chris Warner spoke with the superintendent and board president about the issues they're facing.
Every 6 months, school districts are required to review and approve their COVID plans. Tuesday night, that's what Joplin almost didn't do. Revisions were proposed and voted down. New revisions were proposed and voted down again. Superintendent Dr. Melinda Moss weighs in on what happened.
What happened between the community input session and the board meeting was the much publicized letter from the Attorney General, which generalized the Cole County decision that said unelected health officials couldn't make mandates. That then got generalized to elected school boards, and that's in debate right now as to whether that jurisdiction is too broad.
We also spoke with the board president, Jeff Koch, about what the board saw as issues.
The main elements that I saw that were of concern was they still referred to the Department of Health guidelines as what needs to be followed. And part of that ruling in Cole County was that should be the school board's guidelines, not some other non-elected entity.
Koch says they'd like to get the plan updated and revised.
I think one of the things that, at least what I heard a couple times from the board, is they wanted to return this power back to the families. If your family decides this is what's best for you, then we want to be able to support that.
In terms of the Attorney General's letter, Dr. Moss says she feels Joplin is ahead of the curve.
It's important to note that for Joplin, I think we've already been in compliance with what the Attorney General is asking, because we haven't mandated masks and we haven't made students go home if they're a direct contact.
When it comes to revising the plan, Koch says it's a top priority for the board.
We don't want to rush to get something that's not right. So if it takes us until the beginning of January or a couple weeks in, or maybe even our January board meeting, we're going to get it right as opposed to get it fast.
In Joplin, Chris Warner, KOAM News.
The board did manage to pass one change to the plan regarding the visitor policy. The change will allow visitors back into the buildings just in time for the upcoming Christmas parties.